Hey everyone, wanted to take a moment to follow up on my message from yesterday during our pause. Yesterday I had a little metal cutout that talked about faith over fear, and we all are, in reality right now, we know there's a lot of fears out there. And what faith does is in the midst of those fears, it trusts in God 100%, knowing that He has all of this in His hands. And so today what I wanted to do to follow up was read a section from Psalms. It's from Psalm 62, and this is actually one of my favorite Psalms. I use this a lot of times in hospital visits and when I'm caring for people. And this portion says this. It says, "My soul finds rest in God alone. My hope comes from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. He is my mighty rock. He is my refuge. My salvation and my honor depend on God." And then verse 8 says, "Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge." In these times, and in all times really, God is our rock. He is our salvation. He is our fortress. We can have the world crumble around us, and yet we know that we are secure in the arms of our Savior, Jesus Christ. He's already won the salvation that we so desperately needed, and He has all of this stuff in His hands. He's a fortress. He's the place we can run to when the fears seem to creep in, and He's the place that we can go to when our world is shaking so much that we don't feel like we can stand. We don't need to stand because we can just rest in Him. And so if we are feeling a little anxious right now, if you're feeling tension about what's happening or what might happen or what's not happening or whatever you're feeling, this is an opportunity to take all of that to our Savior Jesus Christ. And verse 8 is so important because it reminds us to trust in Him at all times, ye people. And then it says this, and these are the most important words in this psalm to me: "Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge." This is a time for prayer. Each of us need to be on our knees. We need to be spending time with God in daily conversation about what's going on, asking for Him to intervene, asking for Him to give us the strength to endure, asking for Him to fill us up. In my sermon on Sunday, I talked about being squeezed, and whatever is in us is what's going to come out when the squeeze is on. And now is an opportunity for us to fill ourselves with Jesus by going to Him and letting Him pour His grace into us, so that as we get squeezed, it's just more and more of Jesus that comes out. So hopefully this is an opportunity for you to take all those fears, all those worries, all those concerns, and take them directly to Jesus Christ. And maybe this will be the opportunity for you to truly find rest in God. Thank you. Have a great night.